Wizards a Weekend with Lee Elsey and Rick Coster.
That other body you see is cardiologist Dr. John Foley. You know, it's funny, Doc, we do the Wizards of the Weekend. Me and Rick been doing this for a long, long time. And recently people come up to me because they got the video on the Day's website, and they're like, who's that other guy in there?
Yeah, it's a little scary. Well, I'll know I've made it when I'm in the actual intro.
Yeah, well, I have to switch that up.
That's all right.
That's the next thing that I have to do.
Hey, I got to pay my dues. You guys have been doing this a long time.
It means I actually have to send out an email and do something, do work, which is not likely.
You also, when you say pay your dues, that means you have to wear the wizard hat.
That's right.
That we wore.
I would do it if you bring the hat in.
President of the Connecticut.
I'll do it. Look, I'm
wearing his wizard hat.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you have to clarify that as if you're in the South, you don't want people thinking you're wearing a wizard hat.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, right.
Organization.
That's interesting. That you say that.
Why?
Well, because I recently my brother, and I bring my brother back into the mix again. My brother had a gig over at the Hygienic.
Yeah.
And they had somebody out in front who was dressed as an ice cream cone. Did you get a chance? Have you ever seen that cat?
No.
He's dressed in some big giant ice cream cone, but man, I'll tell you, looking at it real quick, he's the he's the leader of the clan. There's no question about that.
You're kidding.
It's a big pointy. Well, it's an ice cream, but it's a big giant pointy hat head.
So he looks like Nathan Bedford Forrest.
And standing in downtown New London, now that's smart, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, here I am. Really.
All right, so listen, Wizards of Weekend is when we actually take 6 minutes out of everybody's life and break down what they should be doing this weekend. Now, people out there literally right now are probably walking into walls, walking around, not figuring out exactly what it is that they're going to do this weekend. Mm-hmm. And this is where Rick Coster's expertise, we actually lean on him as he's holding up the night and day section for all to see. And he dissects this thing like only he can do.
Wow.
I still can't believe you didn't say, how did I know the name Nathan Bedford Forrest about the Klan?
Sometimes when you say stuff, I don't pay attention to it because I don't care.
He was the Civil War general that founded the Klan.
Hey, first of all, who are you streaming today? Are you streaming something today?
Yes. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Good job.
My colleague and friend, Pat Dodona, is going to be a very fine songwriter. He's going to be at live lunch break today, streaming noon.
That's really going to be big.
She used to be a writer at the day. Yeah, she's a great songwriter.
She used to cover the political beat in Waterford, and then she I like Pat.
Pat is a sweetheart, and she's a good songwriter.
We'll tell her I said hi.
I will. She'll appreciate that.
Maybe not.
Then later today, after you, she will.
Yeah.
After you listen and watch Pat at the Gard Arts Center tonight, Diego Figueredo and Cyril Amy. Now, she is an unbelievable French jazz singer, pop jazz singer, and he's a spectacular guitarist, kind of Django Reinhardt.
Yeah. If you can pronounce her name, you get in free.
I think so.
I stumbled over it, I think. You know what? Maybe the best annual thing that we have in New London is the I Am Festival, which is an indie rock festival. Canceled last year out of economic downtimes, but it's back, and it's Saturday all through downtown. They got 4 stages. Bring some national acts in. Hospitality's coming, Dom's coming, Bearstronaut, as well as a lot of regional bands. It's a lot of fun, a lot of merch, a lot of food. It's a good thing. Also Saturday, Bob Dylan at the Mohegan Sun Arena. Now, he's got a new album coming out, Tempest, and what I've heard of it is pretty stinking good. But, buyer beware, the last few Bob Dylan tours, it's almost impossible to understand what song Bob is singing.
Are you a fan? Or are you
I'm a big fan of Bob Dylan.
Okay.
But he's just sort of, I don't think he's mailing it in. I think he's reinventing the song. So if you might be listening and you go, what the hell is he doing? And then you go, oh, that's like a Rolling Stone, as you recognize him finally saying one word.
Right.
Because the melody isn't the same. And
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man?
Something like that.
Well, no, that's recognizable.
Yeah. Well,
And if he was doing that now, it'd be...
Bob, if you're listening, he would
Hey, I love you,
understand.
Bob.
Yeah.
I love you, Bob, but seriously. The alt rock, post alt rock, indie rock cracker. Does anybody remember that song Low?
No.
What a great song that was. They're going to be at the Jonathan Edwards Winery at 6:30 Sunday. Worth checking out.
All right.
You can drink wine and listen to Cracker. Now, right down the street, as I came here this morning, they're setting up the Ledyard Fair.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going to lie to you. This weekend's putting me right to sleep.
no kidding.
Yeah.
I like the I Am thing.
Yeah.
And,
I Am fairs?
and fairs are always fun.
Yeah.
If you got kids, come to the fair.
Diego Figueredo
Yeah, don't know
and
who that is.
Cyril Amy. You don't like that?
Yeah. What else you got? Those are the four. The Ledyard Fair I'm not going to see.
Why? You don't
Yeah.
like fairs?
No, actually, we just went to the Woodstock Fair. How many fairs do you want me to go to? Big E next week.
Ooh.
See, so you're a fair guy.
Well, my wife loves the fair. My wife will go to the Big E 3 or 4 times.
Is she going to buy another
serious.
shower stall? I
hope
know we
not.
keep.
I've never been to the Big E. Isn't that ridiculous?
We'll take you. We'll take you with us.
Yeah,
It'll be great.
I'll go
Sure.
with you. Sure.
I know we've beaten this a million times,
Yeah.
but they bought a shower stall at the Big E.
Who did? You did?
Yeah, me and
Yes,
my wife.
Christine
About
Emily.
6 years ago.
And where is it?
You know where it is?
It's in the box in the garage.
Absolutely, 100%. Still in the box in our garage.
You just inertia, or
Yeah,
you don't like
it's just
it?
like I said. I don't really want to. I don't really
Like,
want to do
what's
anything.
the thought process? Like, you're walking through the fair, and there are the goats, and the horses relieving themselves, and then you see, what, a shower stall?
Let me tell you something. We don't have time to get into this. I promise you, I'll tell you
I
this
wanna hear
story
that
next
story.
week. But yeah, there's really no need to ever buy a shower stall from the Big E.
Yeah.
You guys have a great week. Thanks, Rick.
Bye.